to episode 12, right?
Episode 12. We're still rolling on that 10-minute podcast. All right.
And elephant in the room. Big elephant in the room. Why are we wearing the same clothes as we were last week? The answer is because we're filming 2 episodes in one night now, just to...
We had a 2-week hiatus. We got to catch up.
We got to catch up, and also we're busy, so it's nice to try to knock out, 2 at once, or as many as we can. That doesn't mean that the quality will decline. It will rise, for sure. All right.
John and Joe, one question pod. All quality, all the time. All right. Just like last week / 15 minutes ago right here, we have our CDs. All right. If you want to Venmo us some money, we'll send it out to you. It's got 3 songs on here, including one that has not yet been released that we are getting ready to finish up a music video for. Should be released here relatively soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
By the end of the year, definitely. So if you want to get the inside track, you want to hear this new song, go ahead and let us know if you want one of these, all right? So today's question is, what are some positive things to come out of COVID? And, I mean, we're going to get broad with just in general, but also with ourselves. But I think we should start with ourselves. John, what is something positive about your COVID experience?
I'm trying to think of what really... First of all, me and Joseph were very lucky because we don't have a ton of overhead, right? I mean, we don't have a ton of bills. And then we did unemployment for a while. And obviously, with the COVID, extra benefits that were going on, we were doing very well with that. I know not everyone was, but we were. So that was definitely something that was positive.
That's right.
Yeah, I saved a bunch of money.
Paid off some bills. I know for me, one of the things that I'm happiest about that came out of it is I got 100 times better at my instrument.
Yeah, you got way better at bass.
So much, and it felt so good. It made me wish that I'd been doing that since I started playing.
Did we record She Moves Around during the quarantine? I forget.
I think we
before?
did. I think we re-recorded it.
Did we, or was it ready? Wait, no, we must have done it during the quarantine because that was 5 months.
Yeah, no, I think we did it towards the beginning because the way we record is we'll record the entire demo and demo it out, and then we will re-record everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we did. We probably had the demo done before, but
the
final recording I think was done in the first couple of weeks.
We practiced a lot, and we wrote a couple of new songs. Had a lot of time to practice our instruments.
One of my favorite things that we did.
Got tan.
We got tan. That's actually what I was about to say. We spent a lot of quality time outside on our driveway. If you follow us on Instagram, we'll put our handles right above us right now for 2 seconds. So you guys
can edit this
that.
one.
I'll edit this one. I'll do it. If you follow us at all, we took so many pictures out on our driveway, just sitting outside in the beautiful sun, getting nice and toasty, drinking water.
And beer. So that was fun. All right. So specifically, you got better at your instrument. I got to sleep in so much. It was awesome. What else? I think that I got better at production during it. I was working on that a lot.
I think you did too. It comes together a lot faster now.
Things are, now, but I'm forgetting it all now that we're not doing it right now. We're taking a little break because we have 2 songs coming out. But let's go the worldwide thing. What's something more broad? What is something positive to come out of COVID?
I think a positive thing, at least in my mind it's a positive thing, is a lot of people are realizing that their jobs can be done from home.
That's cool.
Being remote.
Yes.
I think that's really valuable and really cool.
Yes, especially for people who want that. I think that there's a number of people who are yeah, I can do it from home. That's cool, but I want to go back to the office, But then there's the people that are I love being at home. So it's cool that it's hopefully the world will become more flexible to people that would rather be at home. One thing that I think is cool is maybe we'll start living longer after this because at least in America, we weren't really on board with the whole mask thing. And I don't know where the science is with that or whatever, but as far as like, because like don't some people say that it actually doesn't help or something?
Dude, something came out like every other week contradicting everything that everybody was saying.
But in Japan, they always wear masks when they're sick.
Yeah, I think that's a important thing to note.
So I mean, I know not everyone's going to do that here from now on, but I think that's a cool thing to come out of this. People now know that like it works if you're sick, you know, so that you won't be coughing spray all over people.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
What else is positive? In a very messed up way, for me, I'm back to work now, working in a restaurant. I've actually really enjoyed the fact that we didn't have to roll silverware or, wipe down menus. We just had everything paper, which I know that's bad for the environment. So I'm just saying that in a very lazy way, that was something that was nice because I just got to throw away everything after someone ate instead of have to like clean off stuff. That was great. It's kind of going away now. Silverware is coming back. It's making a return.
Yeah, I was going to say the other night there was
silverware.
Proper silverware.
Yeah, that just came back.
Jeez.
Silverware is pretty gross. Like, I'm just going to let you guys in on a restaurant thing. We all roll that with our bare hands. It's like, so, you know, and usually you're tired after like an 8-hour shift or a 12-hour shift. So if you're at a restaurant, maybe ask for plastic silverware.
Yeah. I don't even like necessarily want to say, well, we can save the restaurant stuff for another pod.
That
would be a good one.
That would be a great one.
Oh, another podcast idea. All right.
Back to positive things come out of COVID.
Yeah, back to not talking about like the worst 8 months of my life.
And we're not going to talk about the negative things to come out of COVID because everybody knows what those are, and they're hammered with it every day.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that a positive, at least in my mind, for myself, is a lot of people got to have the time to kind of reevaluate where they are and what they're doing, what they want to do. I know that there's a bunch of people who like took up new hobbies, like trying to learn instruments and maybe trying to learn like a new language or something. Having all that extra time that you normally wouldn't have, even though it's obviously very stressful for a lot of people.
Yeah, if you had the privilege to have the extra time or you had some money saved, it wasn't, there was lots of people doing cool things, whether it was working out more. I will say, not to bring up any negativity, but I have noticed that people during the quarantine, especially when it was very, very strict, either went all the way one way or all the way the other way. Like they either went down a dark path and had a really hard time, or they like started working out every single day.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I've met a number of people that like it was one or the other. Like, not saying that's everybody, because some people it's like it didn't, they didn't get swayed too far one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think my mom during the quarantine gave up sugar, which
that's right.
I don't know. I think sometimes when you're kind of forced to be stuck in your house, or there's just like rules put upon you, really strict rules like the quarantine, it's sometimes easier for some people to like do things like that, like start working out every day, give up sugar, whatever it is, something really difficult like that, because working out's really difficult and giving up sugar is also super difficult. So it's like, I don't know. Practicing bass. He got a lot better at bass. Practicing bass is obviously, it has its fun things, but it's like, it's not like it's easy to just like learn hard songs,
No, I had like
it's painful.
Blood blisters underneath my regular popped blisters. It was battle wounds. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We've also been, we had our show in Michigan last weekend, but for months we practiced that, and I felt like we got so much better live too.
Yeah, definitely. I think I got a lot better at singing over the quarantine, just because we
had all the time in the world to do this stuff.
Yeah.
This is like a once in a lifetime thing, and I'm happy that I think that we both made the most out of it. I can
100%.
confidently say that about myself too.
Definitely. I mean, I did sleep a lot, and we were drinking sometimes. We'd have it was fun. It was super fun. We had the privilege of it being a great time, Did I miss work sometimes? Yeah. And especially in the beginning, before we were like, in the beginning of the COVID scare, it was like, oh man, what is this? What is this sickness? And that was when we weren't even having like people over, like our close circle of friends. And that was really hard. But we had each other, and we had our other roommate for a little while, and that was cool.
Dude.
But yeah.
Fun fact, we got really lucky the week before COVID hit. We bought 100 pack of toilet paper off of Amazon because we were so sick of going to the store.
Had nothing to do with COVID.
Had nothing to do with COVID, and then all of a sudden the shelves were empty.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back and say that Joseph's lying. I predicted COVID and the shutdown, the quarantine. I was like, dude, something's coming. I mean, I'm not worried about food, but I'm going to buy 100 pack of toilet paper. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just have this feeling that like a pandemic's coming. So that was me. I predicted it before most people. I knew the how crazy it was going to be, and we were prepared thanks to me.
You're a hero. You should take your skills to the stock exchange.
Dude, we thought that we were going to have to use like an ass rag for each of us.
Yeah, right.
Like I remember my mom calling me being like, "Oh, I mean, you could just like use a towel and then like throw it in the wash."
Oh.
I was like, "Well, that's fine because I bought 100 pack of toilet paper."
Yeah, we take care of ourselves. Just 100 pack of sandpaper toilet paper.
I love that stuff. All right.
That is our 10-minute podcast right there. Let us know what positives you guys had experienced during COVID and the quarantine and all that. We'd love to see some positivity out there through this, even though with the elections coming up, this hasn't been in the news at all. But, you know, it's always good to be reminded of positivity and good things in life. Check out our music on Spotify. We have She Moves Around out, the music video that we'll throw up above John's head and the cards up there. So you can click on that and go straight. Yeah, look up at it. You can go straight to our music video and check it out. We shot it ourselves on my iPhone 11, and we had a good time doing it, and it's very silly but very fun.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions at all, please let us know. We're running out of questions to ask ourselves. So anything at all, we'll be happy to talk about, all right? That was episode 12. Anything else you want to say, John?
Nope. Thank you.
Awesome.
Who is she even with now? She'll knock his heart to the ground. The